Political landscape of the United States. Snapshot. The United States gained its independence in 1776. A relatively young nation, they were able to create and ratify a constitution, creating a national government. Facts and stats. We are a federal constitutional republic government with a population of just under 300 billion folks. Our capital is Washington, D.C., and our current president, who is a Democrat, is Barack Obama. Learn a little more. Our official language is English. However, with the increasing population of Hispanics in our country, many people will tell you that Spanish is our unofficial language. We enjoy a strong religious cross-sector with an increase in the Middle Eastern-based religions. We are one of the most educated countries in the world, boasting a literacy rate of 97%. We also are among the top 10 healthiest countries in the world with a life expectancy of 77. Geographical overview. We are the third largest country in the world, occupying the mid-region of the North American continent. Our country is divided into 6 regions: the New England states, Mid-Atlantic states, the states of the South, the Midwestern states, Southwestern states, and West. Federal government. The Constitution. The Constitution of the United States is one of the shortest in the world, boasting just a preamble, 7 articles, and 27 amendments. We the people.
We the people
of the United States,
in order to form a
more perfect union,
establish justice,
ensure domestic tranquility,
provide for the common defense,
promote the general welfare,
and secure the blessings
of liberty
to ourselves
and our posterity.
Do ordain
and establish
this Constitution
for the United States
of America.
Three branches. The Constitution creates and calls for 3 branches of the government: the legislative branch, which consists of Congress and is responsible for making federal law; the executive branch, where the power lies with the president in executing, enforcing, and administrating the laws of the government; the judicial branch, where the Supreme Court and the federal courts interpret and apply U.S. law through the cases that are brought to them. There is a system of checks and balances among these 3 branches to ensure that no one branch has any more power than the other. Racial and ethnic makeup. The Great Melting Pot. According to the 2000 census, almost 30% of the American population identifies as ethnically foreign. These identities include German, Irish, African, Asian. But as we jump to the 2010 census, we see that that data has increased to 40% of the American population identifying with foreign heritage. The increase coming through countries such as Pakistan, Ukraine, and Kosovo. Economic classes. Viewed as an issue of race or ethnicity, often gender, the United States is known for its societal divide. and is well known for its three economic classes. The American upper class, which is the wealthiest layer of society, often referred to as the 1%. The American middle class, which constitutes anywhere from 25 to 66% of the households. This group, however, is diverse and has overlapping boundaries and is often highly disputed. The American lower class is used to describe those that are beneath the poverty line and living on the lower end of the socioeconomic hierarchy. This chart gives you a good impression of where certain populations fall within these three defined economic classes. Advancement of this ideology has paved the way for socioeconomic rifts, pitting the 1% against the 99%. Political culture. One party, two party. Political influences are borne by many varied positions. The United States identifies with two major political parties, the Democratic Party, which was founded around 1828 and has produced 15 Democratic presidents. They promote a social liberal platform. Following the 2012 election, the Democratic Party holds a minority of seats in the House of Representatives and a majority of seats in the Senate. The other party widely identified with in the United States is the Republican Party. The Republican Party was founded in 1854, has produced 18 presidents, and promotes an American conservative platform. After the 2012 election, the Republican Party holds the majority in the House of Representatives and the minority of seats in the Senate. And more. Many people believe that there is a need for a third party in our country. Some of the larger third parties, boasting registrations of over 75,000 voters, are the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, the Constitution Party, and the Independent Party. Smaller third parties representing both the left and right wing are popping up across the country. The face of political violence. The United States is not often identified with political violence, but as we look at our history of assassinations, we see Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, and his brother Robert, all assassinated for political gain and advancement. We've suffered a number of bombings. The New York subway bombing, the Atlantic Olympic bombing, the Oklahoma City bombing, and most recently, the Boston Marathon bombing. All acts of violence on American soil for political motivations. Civil War. The United States, early in its history, suffered a civil war, brother against brother, suffering thousands of deaths. And of course, we've seen our share of terrorist acts. The events from 9/11 reminded Americans that we are not isolated from the political violence that is seen so heavily in other regions of the world. Republic, not democracy. True definition. We are often referred to as a democracy. However, the United States is actually a republic. Accurately defined, a democracy is a form of government in which people decide matters directly through town hall meetings, voting on ballot initiatives, and referendums. However, we subscribe to a republic system where we vote for representation, who then in turn represent our voices in the policy decisions. Advancing ideas. The concept of modernization democracy is often seen as an indication of growth when this discussion is having. A variety of technical, social, and economical advancements are seen as indicators of growth. Many believe that science plays a vital role in advancing the theory of modernization as well. American democracy is strengthened through its industrial growth, urban development, medical and communication advancements, and multicultural integrations. Subscribing to these ideas of democracy happens when society expresses a desire for participatory government. This is the United States of America, the leader in ways of democracy.